Done. Done it. Hi, welcome to Gran Turismo 7. And tonight we shall see the moon. No, no. I not shall see the moon. So it's pretty much say. Yeah, I've never done it to say. I know some people can think it. Wait, you should drive in a car. You need to have a traction control on. Yes. Oh fuck. Wait, I just turned. Didn't turn on, was it? Hang on. Damn it! I just wanted. No. Yep, there it is. Okay, we got it on in Gran Turismo 7. Okay, I'm glad it doesn't have a music because why not you turn on the music? Because one thing, we don't want to get I don't want to get copyright claims, but music in company. Yeah, because I don't know. Oh, this is very good one. Yeah, it's very bad. Okay. But okay, today is gonna be a bit teaser. Well, I tease you a lot, and doesn't tease you too actually. But actually, Gran Turismo recently put the car update for tomorrow actually on both PS4 and PS5. I'm pretty sure you guys are thinking, wait, what car do you use? Actually, let me show you what. I don't want to spoil you, but I actually put on I repost mostly on Twitter. Yeah, people say, why you said Twitter is, people say X these days. I don't give a no, sorry. Sorry. This one here is a Xiaomi XU7 Ultra. This is the newest one and just came out recently. It's just last year. Not my mostly post. Yeah, this time they post a lot of cars they have. The Porsche now. Okay, we have the Norbets here. The actual official Norbets has came out. The Gran Turismo 7 update 1.67 launched today. Actually, the update came out tomorrow, or Thursday, 29th of January 2026. They're adding 3 new cars to the race event. The number 1 is a Hyundai Elantra TC, Hyundai Elantra N touring car 2024. This car actually also won in Super Tycoon series. Yes, it's won on the Super Tycoon TCR class championship for last year. They also won. This one here, and next one is the Porsche 911 GT3R 992. These cars people were waiting for a long time. And another one is the Xiaomi XU7 Ultra. Yeah, I pretty much kind of people tease a lot actually, but Yamauchi-san tease all of us a lot. And another one is this one. It's a extra mini one. I believe it's extra mini for Hyundai's. Anyway, let's get back to stream. Oh, come on. So we have the one. Oh man, my carpet actually, floor mat actually. They hit my chair hit my floor mat here in my room. Yeah, mostly people use driving aids before. So people don't know why driving aids also important, because one thing, if you turn off the traction control, and some of the people don't control it properly, most people gonna spin out. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh yeah. Like if you're driving on, for example, if you drive on wet, actually wet circuit. If you move a wet circuit, mostly people will turn off the traction control off. You accidentally spin the car, especially rear-wheel drive cars. Actually. Okay, before we get another, I gotta say about the Porsche contract players. Actually, most people, I believe it may. I may sound funny. I don't want to predict it actually. So actually, if the final round in Saturday, which is a 31st of January 2026, people will switch in from the 911 RSR to 911 GT3R actually, because this car is in objective is a race on the FIA GT Championship. the GT3 Championship, and also the WEC World Endurance Championship, because the 911 GT3R also won in the one series in Japan, which is a XTX class, which is a race on the Super Taikyu actually. Yeah, it was won in Super Taikyu last year. Yeah, the Super Taikyu XTX class for the 2025 season. Yeah, if you don't know, everybody knows that there's 2 winning cars in this game tomorrow. Which is one thing is the Hyundai Elantra and TCR, the touring car. Which is one thing is that car won in the Super Taikyu class, in the TCR class in the Super Taikyu series last year. Yeah, some people were asking me, wait, do you watch Super Taikyu? Yes, I watch Super Taikyu. And also I also don't get in bed actually after watching at nighttime, because I watch nighttime because one of my favorite content creators, Yamuchi Yuki, actually being a night reporter as well. That was the most amazing thing. I'm very happy to see her achievement on the last year one. Yeah, I'm really okay. And good job, Yuki. And so, why are people thinking? Is it that car teased since when? I believe it teased Saturday. I believe it's Sunday be teased up. Yeah, they've been about Sunday they teased up of that car. Yeah, and also Kazunori Yamauchi always teased the new car in the next update. Like a year, a couple of months ago actually, from the Spec 3, there mostly 8 cars actually, and also the additional a couple of them actually they added. And one thing is, Gran Turismo, every car in Gran Turismo, they scan and also recording the sound and also scan and scale everything, all of those cars. It took 270 days. That means 8 months. 8 months to finish one whole car. Because it's mostly rendering with the scanning with laser scanning everywhere. I know some people have been thinking, they use a 3D scan and stuff as well. Yeah, most game developers, they have most of the technology they have. And some people will say, is it your 911 GT3R will have the Evo spec? I'm not sure, but the Ferrari 296 GT3, the new Ferrari GT3 car, already also have the Evo spec car. I said Evo. Evo parts. Yeah, it was. It has the Evo parts. And also Mercedes-AMG GT3, the Evo, I believe. Yeah, the AMG GT3 Evo, which is 2020 actually. They already have the Evo spec, and they have. And everybody wanted the next car built in this game, like Ford Mustang GT3, including the Mustang GT3 Evo parts on it. Chevrolet Corvette Z06 GT3R, that's one I believe in the future will have it. Okay, the McLaren 720S GT3, I wish they have the Evo parts on it as well. And some people say if BMW bring up 2 versions, the M4 GT3, which is the 2024 version, I said 2022 version M4 GT3. And the Evo spec M4 GT3, yeah, M4 GT3 Evo. Everybody will happy. And so many cars, I believe they have quite a lot of cars people want it. And some people will. Okay, I don't want to tease you a bit, but in the future update on the Gran Turismo, they will have Yeah, sorry, I just want I just swipe out the Twitter notification on my phone, and people will say, wait, the Lamborghini. Oh yeah, I forgot one thing. Lamborghini also needs to have a new GT3 car. I know the Temerario GT3 came out recently. They tested it last year. Yeah, a couple of months ago, I believe. They need to have the replacement of the Huracan GT3. I know the Evo 1, Evo 2 were maybe wasn't in the game at all, but I wish the Huracan GT3 Evo 2 were in this game. And also the newer one, the Lamborghini Temerario GT3, including the road car, the Temerario. Yeah, I said sound like a journalist one of the good car. Yeah, it depends on the car you need. Yeah, oh yeah, and also 720S, regarding 720S, they also need to have the added road version of the BMW car for the GT3. Lexus already have Lexus already have this one, the RCM already since GT Sport era. GTR already have since the beginning from GT7. I said G7, the previous GT6. Yeah, I maybe sound really ridiculous, but if they make these cars also, they need to have quite a lot of cars actually. One day they will have in the future update. The Ford Mustang, the newer Mustang actually. Yeah, the newer Mustang is. I think it will came in the future. I said it's confused the Mustang. And the Mustang S650. Yeah, the S650 Mustang. And like the S650 Mustang in sports car. Yeah, the Mustang GT and Mustang Dark Horse. And someone pretty much the car enthusiast as well. And also every game they have quite a lot of challenge as well. Correct me if I'm wrong. For example, people talk about the Forza lately, Forza Motorsports 8. People know already the game itself. I don't know. I just really know, and people know already in the past actually, including from every YouTuber like AR12 Gaming, in Black Panther, and more. Mostly related to racing game. For example, okay, the Hyundai Elantra MTCR actually teased up since the final round on the Gran Turismo World Series, I believe. Yeah, they teased on the okay, they have the display on the already. And then this on the display they already teased that mostly our car already have the BMW M4 GT3, which is already the first one, if not the Evo. The Porsche 911 GT3R. Yeah, if you don't know, it's the people say it was the 7x7 car. I wonder how many people made the 7x7 Porsche already in this game. They have several versions of it. The Super Tycoon version, the GT Japan SRO Motorsport Japan Cup race car, and also Super GT, Super GT, Super Tycoon, and also Japan Cup. Yeah, I kind of really much I want to say. That's it. Okay, I gotta turn on the mic because I want This is the qualified session and also race session now. So enjoy the live stream. Yeah, Glenn almost losing time on it, but oh man, four plays down. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But at least on best 16, best Judoku. Yeah, I said best 16 because I know it sound like a D1 Grand Prix. Yeah, it sounds like a D1 to me. Man, I believe that Greek Cat Porsches is 12. Oh, my grab rate is down, but I would do that. And my TV glitch again. I always want, man, but always, man, almost the final moment, my TV though is sometimes glitching around. Ah, done it. Next one is the final round. Is walking glass. Just hang on a minute. Okay, I'm back a little bit. Yeah, glad it does has finished the race. Yeah, when did tomorrow everybody do the Porsches one? Yeah, I said Porsches because everybody do the GT3 car, including the insert Super Tycoon MMO for race. Yeah, I kind of a little bit tired, but yeah, I'm a little bit tired. A bit. Oh man. Okay, then. Wait, why are you browsing the Epic card in the game? So what we got here is it changing oil? Yes it is. Changing oil, washing the car. What in this game? There it is. Where's washing? Well, washing in the car, washing, and washing and oil change. Man, I'm almost making it 200 kilometers on the clock. 183.8 kilometers on the clock. Oh man. It kind of pretty much it. Okay, I maybe going to say that. Okay, I forgot one car on the list. Replacing the Honda NSX Group 3 Group 3 Racer to NSX GT3 Evo. That wasn't one. I think it is the best way to describe it. But It does actually. Most cars in this game took 8 whole months to finish it. Actually, yeah, 8 whole months. Imagine that, 8 whole months. For you if you're watching an anime or anything, yeah, mostly anime for instance. If you're watching every marriage couple in this series, then mostly the blessing with a new life. Yeah, mostly in pregnant women, and it took 8 to 9 months to have a baby will born. That's kind of describing it. 8 months actually is pretty much quite a lot on time for this, and to renting the car, the scanning everything, including the sound proof, the sound system, recording sound. They need to, and this is not some of the accurate one. Thank God it does. And also, you probably know most of it. If you watch an anime, you somehow you know the drill. Oh yes, you know how it goes. Okay, I'm not doctor. Okay, I know a doctor, but I know look at how it was actually. So oh yeah, if you don't know, I'm gonna finish the live stream tonight. So tonight I'm gonna finish on the live stream, and as you probably know, so tired, really tired of it. Oh man, and it does. So one thing, yeah. What did I say? So thank you so much for watching the live stream tonight. If you want to see more Gran Turismo 7 and any other video on the channel, or the video for the new car on in the next update, okay, most of the car review I will do. Maybe if I have a time to do it, I will do it for the video. And also I will ready for you guys. I mean, maybe it took a lot of time actually. So thank you for you guys who support me from 2019 until now. Thank you so much for supporting me as well. Okay, be sure to smash the like, subscribe if you're new, follow me Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and also Hoyolab and TikTok. Link in the description box below, and see you in the next live stream. Assalamualaikum and goodbye. Omaira hayaku iru yo.